Hello, I'm AJ Tarzia.
And I'm Matty Burger, reporting for the Lobby Observer.
Today we'll be taking a look at both the upcoming boys and girls basketball seasons.
After a disappointing season for the boys and a historic season for the girls, both teams are looking for some sustained success in the 2022 to 2023 season.
First up, we have Lobby Observer's own Shawn Levine with girls basketball senior captain Amanda Beckman.
Out to you, Shawn.
Thanks, Matty and AJ. I'm Shawn Levine, here with WHS varsity girls basketball captain Amanda Beckman. Now, Amanda, your team made it to the state tournament last year for the first time in the last 9 years. How are you looking forward to building that success?
I think last year our defense really helped us get there. So this year I think we're going to focus on our defense and as well as our speed. I think using our speed to just get lots of points in transition really helped us out. So I think if we work on those two things this year, it'll help us.
Yeah, and how are you looking to build team chemistry on a pretty inexperienced team?
We're finally going to try to bring back our pasta parties this year, which we haven't done in a while just because of COVID and things. So I think that'll be something really helpful, as well as we really like doing things with our whole program, including the JV team. So doing things like fall program scrimmages really helps us build our chemistry.
Do you have any new thoughts on your new head coach?
She's so nice. We really like her. She works in Shrewsbury. I've met with her a few times. She's so excited for this season. She as well is really avid for our defense, so I think that'll be really good. And we're both excited.
And who do you think is a player to look out for this season?
I think a player to look out for this season after having a couple of open gyms is freshman Lucy Petralia. She's really fast and a great ball handler. So,
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Shawn.
Back to you, Matty and AJ.
Thanks, Shawn. It was nice to hear about the girls basketball season carrying over its success from last season, especially with their new head coach.
Agreed, AJ. I'm excited to see what they can do.
Next up, we have Shawn once again with the boys basketball players, Justin McCaffrey and Joe Marino.
Back out to you, Shawn.
Matty and AJ. I'm here with WHS varsity boys basketball players Joe Marino and Justin McCaffrey. Now, Justin, last year, you were the first freshman to make the varsity basketball team since the Doherty twins in 2016. What did you focus on contributing to the team last year?
Last year came in, it was pretty young. I just tried to make friendships with all the older kids, but kind of just played my role, see how it went.
Yeah. And Joe, you're coming off football season. How are you going to adjust your exercise and your training from football to basketball?
Obviously, football and basketball, two different sports. In my opinion, football is giving me an advantage going into the basketball season. I think the football season put me in a very well-conditioned state, so that's going to give me a head start going into the season. And everybody that plays basketball here, J-Mac knows, first try of the year is conditioning, get your cardio up. So, I'm still going to continue my football and training through season, and just go with the flow. So, yeah.
And Justin, last year you received an honorable mention in Mid-Block B for your play. How are you looking to continue on that performance this year?
That was pretty cool time, but this year I just want to take a step up, actually make the team better.
And one last question for your both. What's your go-to move in the post?
For me, catch the ball on the block, do a little fake, and a little hook shot to the rim.
I'm a big hook shot. I was good at hook shot. Yeah. All right. Back to you, AJ and Matty.
Thanks again, Shawn. I'm really looking to see some improvement after last season's rough patch for the boys.
For sure, AJ. I think these underclassmen like Justin and Joe could be a big part of that.
Lastly, Drugay had a chance to talk over email with Coach Simino, the current freshman boys basketball head coach, who is very familiar with the varsity team.
When asked about the ability for a bounce-back season this year, Simino said, "I feel like we'll bounce back after that brutal season we went through last year. In the second half of the season, we had so many close games, and the growth of our younger players was obvious. Experience is huge, and with multiple starters returning, guys just naturally maturing mentally and physically, and the rest of the teams we face graduating many good players, I feel like going through last season is going to end up being a positive experience. We learn what happens if we don't play as much as a team or not play with enough effort. Before last season, we had a terrific run from 2016 to 2021, and with the talent that will be in that gym every day, there's no reason to believe that we won't get back to our annual strong season and a return to the playoffs. We also have the Clark tournament back in play, and that is our tournament. We need to go get that title back.
Secondly, when asked about players to look out for this season, Coach Sim referenced 2 key players. I hate to single one person out because it is a team effort, so I'm going to name 2 student athletes that I am excited about. First one is obvious, sophomore big man Justin McCaffrey. Justin almost started every game as a freshman, only missed some due to illness, 1 game I believe, and he got better every single day. In the second half of this year, J-Mac made long strides in his season and was starting to become a force. If he continues where he left off last season, he has a chance to be a league all-star. The second player files under the radar, but he's also maybe the most skilled player in our program, Dan Strosio. He is going to have a huge senior season this year if he plays his game and stays focused. He is a quiet kid, but he's a terror on the court. The big thing for Dan is staying consistent and being confident in his ability. If he does that, the sky's the limit.
Lastly, Drew asked him about what matchups he's excited about. Simino said, I always loved the Neshoba matchup, and this year they're very talented, so it is a good litmus test for us. Shepherd Hill is also a great matchup every year, so that should be fun too. Oakmont will test us, and last season after they smoked us game 1 and we kept it close in game 2, it will be a good test to see how much we've grown as a team. And as always, I want to beat Algonquin. Lastly, and selfishly, my favorite team to face and beat is Marlborough. That is my hometown, and I know everyone over there, so it is fun to play with those guys, and even more fun to beat them.
Thank you for those quotes, Drew. Coach Sim provided some very good insight into what the boys basketball team is looking to do this year.
Absolutely, AJ. Coach Simino knows this team well, as he was an assistant for the varsity team for 6 years until this season, where he will take over as freshman head coach.
Well, that's it for us.
This is Matty Burger
And AJ Tarzia reporting for the Lobby Observer from Studio 33 here at Westborough TV, signing off.